Welcome back. The U.S. is just hours away from the final undecided contest of the U.S. midterms, Tuesday's runoff election from the Georgia Senate seat. Polls show that the Democratic candidate, Raphael Warnock, has a narrow lead over his Republican Trump-endorsed challenger, Herschel Walker. The battle went to a second round after neither candidate got the required 50% in the November 8th election. The Democrats currently hold 50 seats in the Senate against the Republicans' 49. The outcome of this runoff won't alter the Democrats' majority, but it could have a big implication for how easy for the next 2 years are for President Joe Biden and how difficult they could become for former President Donald Trump. Nick Harper reports from Washington.
It's one of the most hard-fought and expensive Senate races this year.
This campaign is about who's ready to represent Georgia.
Current Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock is running against former American football star Herschel Walker. Whatever the outcome, Democrats will still control the upper house of Congress for the next 2 years. But in such a closely divided Senate, every seat counts.
With a 50-50 tie, the Democrats cannot lose a single senator. So on any piece of legislation, they have to find something that satisfies all 50 senators, including 2 senators, the senator from Arizona and the senator from West Virginia, who have often said, wait, we won't vote for this bill unless you give us exactly what we want.
A win for Warnock would strengthen the Democrats' hand, making it harder for those senators to hold up legislation, as they often have since Biden took office.
Every liberal group is attacking me with lies.
By contrast, the Republican candidate Herschel Walker hasn't held public office, and Warnock has attacked him for barely understanding his party's policies.
This decision must not stand.
Despite running on a pro-life platform, 2 ex-girlfriends claim that Walker paid for them to have abortions, something he denies. Those allegations, added to the Supreme Court decision that took away abortion access, could be enough, some analysts believe, to influence Republican female voters.
The Supreme Court decision of the overturn of Roe v. Wade, putting bodily autonomy and the issue of abortion front and center. You see that Georgia Republican woman perhaps wanting to cross over and vote for a Democrat or staying home this time on Tuesday.
A win for Walker, handpicked by the former president, would give Donald Trump momentum as he begins his 2024 presidential run, something he desperately needs.
President Trump did not do very well on his hand-picked candidates in this election. And when you start losing elections at the state level, other Republicans will take notice and they'll say, is Donald Trump the past of our party or is he the future of the party? And I think increasingly they'll say he's the past. We need to look forward to find new leaders.
After the relatively poor showing of Trump-endorsed candidates in the midterms, some think the damage has already been done.
We're seeing a real fracture of the Republican Party, which we did not see over the past 6 years. We're seeing MAGA and center-right Republicans fight for who's relevant in the party. And I tell you what we know now is that Trump was wrong with choosing these candidates, with backing these candidates, but who was more wrong was the RNC to let Trump do it.
After months of campaigning and millions spent, the result now hinges on which party has done the most to motivate their supporters to get out and vote. Nick Harper, CNA, Washington.